в России есть такой миф, что русские актеры это самые лучшие актеры, что на Западе и в Америке обожают традиции Станиславского, Михаила Чехова. Я очень люблю британских актеров и спектакли с британскими актерами, которые я видела, говорят как раз о том, что британские актеры самые крутые. Что в Британии говорят о русских актерах?
What do they say in Britain about the Russian actors?
Well, 2 nights ago at the Mali Theatre, I saw Lev Dodin's production of Hamlet. It was excellent. It was different. It changed the text of the play, reorganized it, shortened it, but the production seemed to me to get to the soul of the play. And the actors had a, if you like, Stanislavski approach in that they were very naturalistic, very believable as living people, but at the same time were aware of the grandeur of the language. And that is what we try to do in the UK. To be real and to respect the style of the writing.
Вы как-то сказали, что для того, чтобы играть в пьесах Шекспира, нужно
in order to
обладать
play
чувством
Shakespeare,
юмора.
you have to have a sense of humor. Why is that so?
Well, I mean, Hamlet is full of jokes.
Потому что, в Гамлете, например, так много шуток.
The first line of Macbeth,
Первая строчка Макбета,
one of the great dark, thrilling tragedies. Macbeth comes back from the battle,
трагедии, да, Макбет возвращается с поля боя,
which he has won,
да, после победы,
but the weather
но погода
is terrible.
Погода ужасная.
And his first line is,
И первая строка.
so fair and foul a day I have not seen.
Такой справедливый и жуткий день.
Which is a sort of joke.
Я раньше никогда не знала. Да, это, в общем, шутка ведь в определенном смысле.
You have to smile at that idea that it is both fair, beautiful, happy, glorious, and foul, wet, dirty, cold. That's life. But it's a view of life which make you smile. Is that ironic? That's what I mean about sense of humor.
В 1988 году вы сделали камин-аут на BBC. У нас в программе «Разбор полета» есть традиционный вопрос. Самое важное решение, которое вам приходилось принимать. Можно назвать вот это решение, сделать камин-аут важным? Если нет, то другое.
Act on your side was one of the most important in your life, or the most.
It was the most important thing I have ever done personally,
Я совершил как человек.
and the best thing
И лучшее,
I have
что я
ever done,
совершил.
because I feel confident in myself.
Чувствую абсолютную уверенность в
It's
себе.
good to be honest,
Хорошо
and
быть честным,
it
прямым.
makes you feel that you have joined the human race.
Дает вам возможность чувствовать, что вы получаете наслаждение от того, что вы являетесь частью человеческой расы.
And until that point, I had lived quite openly as a gay man,
Открыто, как гей.
but I had not talked about it publicly.
Не говорил публично, не говорил открыто.
But I was happy to talk about sexuality because there were many people who were frightened
которые боялись,
because of the law
боялись
and because of public attitudes.
которое существовало вследствие того,
And I wanted to say to them, no, stand up, be yourself. It is the right of every human being to be themselves.
люди должны быть сами собой.
And I could quote William Shakespeare.
Я могу даже процитировать Шекспира здесь.
One of the fathers in the play Hamlet
В Гамлете
advises his son
советует сыну
this above all else,
это помимо прочего
to thine own self be true.
важно быть правдивым по отношению к себе.
Yes, be yourself.
Будь сам собой.
Be proud to say yourself.
Будь горд тем, что ты можешь сказать.
Don't hurt anybody else.
Никому не наноси вреда.
So,
Никого не оскорбляй.
I became a political figure.
Я стал политической фигурой.
That was not my intention.
Я совсем не собирался.
But it was good to talk to politicians, talk to the media, talk to people in the church, explain that their attitudes were cruel and unnecessary. And I'm glad to say that most of them have changed their minds. So, but I was only one little part of that. It was a big movement. But now it's interesting. It would be impossible to be elected to Parliament if the candidate said anything that was anti-gay. It's quite a difference to other places in the world. The attitudes of some politicians here is very similar to the attitudes that used to prevail in the UK. The law you have, again, the anti-propaganda law, is based on an English law that we have got rid of. And I think I think it is a bad law. I think it is an immoral law because it keeps young people in ignorance about sexuality. Does society really want a young gay person to feel that they are a second-class citizen? And I have met in Petersburg parents of gay people who are bewildered as to why their children should be pointed at and picked out and discriminated against. So I would like there to be a more open discussion, debate, reasonable, but it's very difficult. And I certainly don't come to Russia telling you what to do. But I've talked to gay people, mostly young, who desperately want the law to be changed.
Самая необычная вещь в этом всем заключается в том, что когда мы говорим о меньшинстве,
when we talk about the minority, we talk not only about the gay people, but about the migrants and other people who are different. And when they are different, when the majority might turn into a minority, and anti-gay might turn into a migrant, and then he begins to understand that he's also a minority. Maybe that is a way to understand, to show people that anyone can be in the position of a minority.
It is a fact. We are all in a minority.
Все, конечно, оказываемся когда-то в меньшинстве.
When my sister was being educated, she was born left-handed.
И родилась она леворукой.
Her teachers used to hit her
Учителя тогда
and force her to write with the right hand.
шлепали и заставляли ее писать правой рукой.
Why?
Почему? Зачем?
Because she was different.
Потому что она была иной.
Some people have black skin.
Потому что у некоторых темная кожа.
But if a Russian goes to Africa,
Если русский поедет
the Russian
в Африку,
is in the minority.
очевидно, русский окажется среди меньшинства там.
You look at the faces of a million people. They are all different.
Все они различны.
And if we're different on the outside,
Если они
why shouldn't we be
различны
different on the
снаружи,
inside?
почему они не могут быть иными и внутри себя?
So, I don't know. It's very, very difficult, but
Это все очень сложно.
it seems to me
Мне
simple.
кажется, что
We should respect
нам
people's
нужно
difference.
уважать различия.
We should be grateful we're not all the same.
Благодарны за то, что мы
And
не
we should
одинаковы.
we should just be united by the fact that we're
Объединить
all
фактом,
human
что
beings.
мы все люди.
no one better than anybody else.